So if any of you guys today on the 4th of August 2016 have tried actually connecting to GTA Online throughout the day, more specifically anywhere from about 11 to 4 GMT in the afternoon, you guys may have actually run into some issues actually connecting to GTA Online, and I'm going to be talking all about what happened today, how this happened, who did it, whether it's likely to be happening again, and all of the information that we have about this particular outage, guys. So if you guys do end up enjoying the video or do learn anything useful about the day, then be sure to go and drop a like down below, as it really would help me out as always. Now let's go. So like I said, today GTA Online was down for all platforms. That includes the old gen, Xbox 360 and PS3, new gen, Xbox One and PlayStation 4, and even PC, including the actual Rockstar Games online services. A lot of people were reporting issues with the website itself actually loading all of the jobs and Snapmatics online, but I think that was a much shorter outage. Anyway, so, like I said, today the servers actually went down from about 11 to 4 GMT for any of you guys playing in Britain. If you happen to live on the west coast of America, say around California, as I know a lot of you guys are from, yeah, it was anywhere between about 3 to 8 AM. And if you're living instead over on the east coast of America, it was anywhere between about 6 to 11 AM that these problems were happening. So I know a lot of you guys probably weren't quite so concerned over on the west coast because this was very early in the morning, so I don't suppose many of you were playing. But nonetheless, this targeted a lot of individuals who were trying to play GTA Online throughout the day, and sadly could not. So, who did this is the first question that everybody's been asking, and Poodle Corp straight away claimed responsibility of it. That is such a just a stupid name, my god. Poodle Corp claimed responsibility for it. They are they call themselves a hacking group, a DDoSing team, who straight up just said they literally just do this for the fun of it. I believe their claim was, we do it because you need to, because they were tired of people just staying indoors playing video games. I believe they called them nerds, which, I fail to see how they don't see the irony in this. Anyway, that's my personal opinion. I'm not here to give my opinion, I'm here to report the news. So, like I said, it went down, Poodle Corp did it. So, is this going to happen again? Now, for those of you that don't know, Poodle Corp is actually a team of kids, of teenagers, that have been going around doing this to many different platforms, many different websites, game servers, even targeting individuals quite a few times, just to do it for the fun of it, just to inconvenience people. For example, recently they actually put out a poll asking which sites and which platforms they should take down first, including sites like Pornhub, Xhamster. It had things like the Grand Theft Auto 5 servers. It even had the Blizzard servers for any of you guys who were actually targeted, I believe a few days ago, unable to play Overwatch, for example. I know that in the US that had a massive outage for quite a few hours, and well, GTA ended up taking its pick, and they ended up taking it offline today. I knew straight away when this was kind of happening. It was in the Rockstar community Discord. I saw it over Twitter, and actually one of you guys actually tweeted it at me, showing the fact that all of the servers were offline, seemingly on all platforms. At one moment the PlayStation servers were up, then they were back down. It was all just a complete mess. I know in the Discord chat a lot of people were kind of complaining, saying that they just particularly wanted to play. Of course, it's the summer holidays for most people at this point. And of course a lot of people wanted to get on, play the brand new Cunning Stunts race creator, and they sadly couldn't. So one thing that was particularly interesting today is the fact that instead of on the Rockstar server status, everything typically in the past when we've had any outages targeted, for example, by Lizard Squad a little while ago, last Christmas for example, they took it down for an entire day. But at this Christmas event, when they actually took it down, it ended up saying that the services were limited on all platforms, whereas today it said something far more scary. It said everything was down in bright red letters. Everything was down. There was no way to even access it at all through the afternoon. It wasn't kind of patchy, no, it was completely down. And it was only up to about 5 hours later that people were actually starting to come back on Twitter, come back on Discord and say that they were having no problems now reconnecting back to GTA Online. So a lot of people were saying that this is kind of a scary thing that they can do this to absolutely anybody. For example, they did this to Blizzard. They were threatening the people at some of these adult websites. And of course they did, target the GTA Online servers. Now, is this going to happen again? Most likely, to be honest. Probably it will happen again, yes. For example, we had Lizard Squad do this quite a while ago at Christmas, where now we've of course got this new team of kids, of basement dwellers doing this now under the name Poodle Corp, and they're deciding that GTA was the next target on their list. So this is probably going to happen again at some point. Typically, they're quite few and far between. Typically, the big game companies, for example, Rockstar, have pretty decent kind of anti-DDoS protection to protect themselves from these botnets, which actually will create all of these requests and will bog down the servers to the point of being completely unable to be accessed. But today, they were slightly overwhelmed, and that's how GTA Online went down for the day, today on 4th of April 2016. And that's pretty much all I have to say about this situation, guys. Did you guys actually experience any of this outage? Leave down a comment down below. Were you just sleeping through this, in which case it didn't matter? But if you were actually affected by this, leave that in the comment section down below. I'd love to kind of see how many of you this actually inconvenienced, because it's a very annoying thing, of course. This annoyed players and content creators alike. So I'd love to see quite how kind of far this reached, because it's just frustrating overall. So be sure to subscribe for more videos just like this coming very soon. I have a really fun series actually coming out in the coming days, and I'm planning to make it maybe a weekly thing, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And finally, follow me on Twitter. There's a link in the description down below where I post more daily real life, graphic design, and GTA 5 content. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.